Look at that little peanut. So cute. I can't. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. I know that I've been a little MIA from YouTube, but I thought I'd come back with a really special series for you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know the big news, but if not, I'm so excited to tell you that I am pregnant. So this new series that I want to do is going to be 1 episode a week, just sort of vlogging my pregnancy journey, taking you guys along for the ride with me every Wednesday night at 6:30, the same time as this video. And don't worry, I still have a lot of fashion content coming to you. I still have some hauls on the way, so my channel is still going to be very fashion oriented, but I thought it'd be nice to just share my journey and take you along. Also, I broke my office chair. I had to pull in a chair from the dining room, so that's why I'm in this weird chair. Don't judge me. Oh, tonight's episode 1, I'm so excited about. We're just gonna catch up on where I'm at right now in my pregnancy, how everything's been. Next week's episode is gonna be vlogging my gender reveal party, which is coming up this Saturday. I'm so excited about. Can't wait for you guys to see it. I think it's gonna be so pretty. First, I have a little bit of footage of Matt and I vlogging one of our appointments that we went to. This appointment was for a scan of the spine and checking up on the babies. I'm gonna share that now, and then we'll jump into the longer chit-chatty part of the video. Good morning, guys. Matt and I are up super early this morning because we are on our way to get the baby spine scanned. We're a little nervous, trying to think positively, but I'm also really excited because this is actually Matt's first ultrasound. You excited?
Yeah.
First time he gets to see the baby, so I'm excited for that. Just hope everything goes well, and we'll take you guys along. All right, we are out. We didn't think he was sleeping, and we didn't think he was gonna come out and give her the, I guess, what did she need?
She needed to see his spine.
Yeah, his spinal fluid sac or something. So he was just in like funny positions, but we got him after some wiggling and some funny positions I was put in, and she had me cough. How was it, babe? Your first ultrasound?
Crazy. Amazing.
Hearing the heartbeat?
Yeah. You see his little face, kinda.
His little face. Yeah, like a little nose. We keep saying he, but we don't actually know yet. But we will know on Saturday. It's in my voicemails, just killing me. I just want to look so bad. But yeah, I'm glad we got it done. She almost had us come back because he just wasn't cooperating and wasn't in the right position, but luckily we managed to wake him up and move around.
Yeah, I didn't realize he could be sleeping.
Yeah.
Like
I guess they're doing in there what they would do outside.
Yeah.
Sleeping and eating. It's really cool to see. I'm excited already for the next one. And I hope everything went okay. She said she's going to send the results to my doctor.
The next ultrasound, right?
Yeah, ultrasound. Not baby. So yeah, we will see. And then I think she gave me a thing to like go online and look up our pictures. I hope there's video. I hope they give us like a little video of it too. But I don't know. We'll see. Let you guys know. Okay, bye. Okay, whew. I'm out of breath already. I didn't know that was like a thing of pregnancy. I could not breathe. I thought in the beginning of my pregnancy I was so sick and I couldn't breathe and I thought I had COVID. I think I tested myself like twice, but ended up just being pregnancy symptoms. So currently I am so close to 13 weeks, and I would say like the beginning of my pregnancy I've had a pretty rough go. I've had pretty bad morning sickness, which as you guys probably know is not just morning, it is literally all day, all night long. It started to hit me pretty bad pretty early, like around 5 weeks. Some days I could not even like leave my bed. Felt like I said, like I thought I was like sick. I thought I was fighting off something like a flu or something. It was so bad. And luckily now it's a little bit better. I still have like really bad days, but for the most part I have pretty good portions of most days, if that makes sense. Normally around 3, 4 o'clock, my day is like over. It hits me pretty hard in the afternoon. I don't know why, especially in this heat. It's been so hot and comfortable. I feel like the afternoon I take my nap. Oh yeah, because napping is a thing now. Can't survive without a nap in the day. Yeah, I take my nap, and then when I wake up, I'm pretty much like worse off battling to get through the rest of the day, to be honest. Hoping that, and a lot of people tell me second trimester is easier. So I am just crossing my fingers that it is, because it's hard, you know, especially if you're someone like me who works from home, or you're an entrepreneur who just doesn't have a set place that you're going to every day. You know, you work in the house, like you really depend on your own motivation, your own drive, and just getting up and going in the morning. And at first I was just really beating myself up, and I was really guilty at like how little, I felt really guilty at just how little I was getting done and how like unmotivated I was. And so I was just this cycle of like feeling really crappy and then just beating myself up for like not having a good productive day. And so if you're listening or watching this and you're in that same boat, like I just encourage you to give yourself the grace and like the time to just rest, take a break. If you need to sleep all day, sleep all day. Don't beat yourself up over it, because it's just gonna add to the stress of everything. I had all these expectations. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym every single day, and I did have some good days where I worked out like for like a week straight in the mornings, and it was great. And then I just would plummet like the next week. I was like, oh my god, every meal I'm gonna eat so healthy. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna make this for breakfast and this for lunch and this for dinner. I had all these meal plans that I had like set up and ready to go. Just all of those expectations, just throw them out the window, because I couldn't even eat. I didn't know it was so bad in the beginning that you just weren't gonna be able to eat. And like everything, like food is just so off-putting in the beginning, at least for me, that I wasn't eating. I actually lost like 9 pounds from my first appointment to like my most recent doctor's appointment, because I just wasn't eating. And my doctor is like, are you trying to lose weight? And I'm like, I can't eat. Like I'm taking my prenatals, I'm trying to drink as much like juice, like vitamin, like anything I can eat, I'm trying to have it be like vitamin full and rich in nutrients. But for weeks I didn't have an appetite. Coming back now, eating a lot more now, but my appetite still isn't the same. It's really strange, because I thought it was gonna be like, I was gonna be really hungry from the very beginning. Also, can we just like talk bump journeys for a second, because this is like a huge part of why I even wanted to like share this journey, was just like bump journey being so different. Is anyone out there who's plus size and pregnant watching this as well, like I just wanted to share my experience. Let me just say it has been different than the Pinterest bump pictures, okay? That will not be me, at least for a while. You know, being plus size, like I already had a little bit of a belly. I have like kind of like a lower belly. If you guys have been watching my videos, and obviously you know my body type, my shape and everything. So getting pregnant, I'm like, am I bloated? Is that just my normal belly? Or like, am I getting a bump, you know? Definitely think now I have a bump that is like pronouncing my belly. I'll show you in a second. I can definitely tell now though that it's not just bloating. Like for a while it was so bloated that I felt huge. I felt like 9 months. I can definitely tell now that my bump is coming in. And it's a beautiful thing, you know? I definitely feel like I look bigger than a straight size woman would at my pregnancy brain. At my stage in the pregnancy. Oh my god, that one took me a second. Jesus. What I mean, so let me show you the bump. Okay, so let's look at the bump. So it's very low. I can definitely tell it has grown, and it's like rounding out. Always rubbing it now. Just like I know baby is in there now. He's higher in the ultrasound. He was about here. See, I'm out of breath. I'm tired of just standing here. Have you heard of the B-size belly or B-shaped belly? Curious if I'm gonna get that. A lot of plus size women do. So far, it doesn't look that way. At least I don't think it does. Right? It's just all kind of low. But yeah, that's where we're at. I had a tiny little scare in the beginning because my period is so like wonky. Gave them the first day of my last period. That's how they start calculating like how far along you should be. They calculated me at like 8 weeks. And then when I went in for my very first appointment, my first ultrasound, the embryo wasn't even in gestational sac yet, which was way behind development that I was supposed to be at. I knew, like, and I told them, like, it's just my period's just irregular. Like, this date is almost random. I felt like I knew when we conceived, and it was in our anniversary trip in Jamaica. So I felt like I had a good, like, grasp of how old the baby was. Just they had to do what they needed to do and like make sure they were doing their due diligence, and so I had to do some extra like tests of my hormones and progesterone, which was a little bit of a scare because they couldn't really confirm like a viable pregnancy, even though they could see the gestational sac, and obviously like I was having all the symptoms. Tests were all positive, but they couldn't like confirm it until my second appointment and my second ultrasound. Luckily, when I did go in, everything was okay. My hormone levels were fine, and then my embryo like did pop up. They just adjusted my due date according to ultrasound growth, if that makes sense. My due date is in April. It's April 13th. So many April birthdays in the family. All the boys on Matt's side of the family, my husband's side, they're all April, which makes me feel like it's gonna be a boy. And we have our gender reveal coming up. My sister's actually driving out here from Texas to be at the reveal, so I'm so excited to get to see her and her boyfriend. Okay, I had a lot of questions on my Instagram, and I thought I would touch on it here while we're chatting. A lot of people asked me about like fertility, like did I have any trouble, struggle like getting pregnant, and how much did we try? Like did I do anything special to once I knew I was trying to conceive? I actually got it on the first try and I don't think either of us were really expecting that, so we were surprised in like that sense, but we did plan on trying. Like, I just didn't think it was gonna be the very first go around. So when we went on our trip in Jamaica for our anniversary, it was our 5-year anniversary trip, I checked my ovulation calendar. I happened to be ovulating on that trip, and I was like, okay, this is a sign, we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna try, and it worked. So we're very blessed that we didn't struggle any fertility issues, but I will say it was something that I was so scared of. Like, it was top of mind, very afraid that I wasn't gonna be able to conceive. I think that's a normal like concern to have. I had so many girls DM me with like similar concerns and say things like that, so I feel like I'm not alone in that, and anybody watching this, like, you're not alone in that, because I was terrified for a few reasons. Number one, I think there's just like the unknown. Like, you don't know, and you could be the healthiest person and you still really don't know until you give it a try. Also, like, being plus size, I feel like there's this like a little bit of a stigma, or not stigma, but like stereotype that it's gonna be harder for you. In fact, I saw an OBGYN. Sorry if I'm like huffing and puffing through this, but I'm so out of breath. I saw an OBGYN like a few years back. She did a PAP for me, and she wasn't my usual doctor. She just happened to be the only one available at the facility, and I always get a PAP every year. Important to know, first time she's ever met me. She did not know my medical history. She's never seen me before. We didn't chat about my medical history. I did not mention to her that I was trying to conceive, and I definitely didn't mention to her that I was struggling to conceive. And she was a younger woman. She did my pap smear, and she kind of gave me this like sort of unsolicited, unasked for advice. And she said, you know, if you just lose a little bit of body fat, like even 1% of body fat, then your amount of eggs increase and it'll be more likely for you to conceive. And I was like, okay. I was just so confused by this random like advice that she gave me that I started just kind of spiraling of like, she just summed that up because of my size? Is it maybe like, I don't know. I just had all these thoughts and questions. So I'm not gonna lie, like that was something that I thought going into trying that, I don't know, it was gonna be hard for me. Of course, like when you're getting ready to get pregnant, like you wanna be as healthy as you can. There are a lot of components to health other than weight. I just felt a little bit like that advice was, her not knowing anything about me or my health was just a little bit like, it was judgmental. You know what I mean? Anyways, so that was in my mind. We're pretty high like baseline of everyday like stress and anxiety. So like I just didn't feel like the first time we tried it was gonna stick. Very blessed, and we're very happy that it did. I think Matt was a little bit more shocked than I was. For a few weeks, he was just kind of like in shock mode. It took him a few weeks to like get into it and be like, hey, this is happening. Okay, and I want to show you our last ultrasound. Not the one that we just did for the scan. This is like a few weeks ago. This is for my regular doctor, because for those scans and stuff, you have to go to like a special imaging place. Look at that little peanut. So cute. I can't. He or she is looking a lot more like a baby this week. So I'm excited for my next ultrasound where I get printouts and stuff to show you guys. Now that I'm able to like eat more and actually, like, I have more energy in the mornings now. I'm trying to eat healthy, go work out. Doctor would prefer that I didn't gain any weight throughout the pregnancy, which essentially means that I have to lose it, you know, because obviously I'm going to be gaining the baby, so I have to lose something to even it out. Not that I'm going to be crazy dieting to like restrict myself, restrict the calories, anything like that. Like, I'm just cleaning my diet up, and then I'm trying to exercise regularly, which in and of itself just naturally weighs itself out. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to be sharing with you guys in these next few episodes. Next episode is going to be the gender reveal party. Like I said, oh my god, it's going to be so cute. I can't wait to show you. And then after that, we're going to go into like daily pregnancy diet, pregnancy routine, working out, like all of that. We'll get into it. And if you have any questions or if you want to see anything specifically, just drop a comment below. And I have a few hauls coming too, like I mentioned. I had so much fun chit-chatting with you. I'm gonna go take my daily siesta. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Love you. Bye.